to Let's Play Earthsiege 2. Today we're going to continue right where we left off. I believe this is the third mission.
The Cybrid's down, one of our flyers behind enemy lines. Your squad is being sent in to cover the rescue op. Protect the crash site until help arrives.
Okay, so one of our scout perks has disabled a Cybrid Buzzard-class air skimmer and forced it down behind enemy lines. If we can recover the vehicle intact, it will provide us with invaluable technical data and speed development of our own Razor aircraft. It will have to move fast. Cybrid herds are closing in, and our scout won't be able to hold him off by himself for long. Okay, so you guys remember those little planes that were flying around? Well, we're gonna have to go in and pretty much protect one of them because it's been downed, and we're gonna collect like the flight data from it so that we can work on our own aircraft. Okay, so in terms of weaponry, I'm not gonna change much here. I'm just gonna use the same thing. Okay, let's change you to an EMP. Okay, so I think we should all be set. Yeah.
Power up initiated. All
I've spotted
systems
Cybrid units,
This guy's
sir.
an elf too, so you gotta be careful.
I'm on him. Engaging target.
I'm on the way.
So I'm gonna keep my distance actually. And oops.
Watch what you're shooting at.
Well, the one in front of me.
All right.
Yeah, he didn't get a chance to fire. Alright, unfortunately when he fell down, he pretty much exploded, so we're not gonna get much salvage from that, but it's okay though. We tried. Okay, so I did my set point thing, and I made my electron flux have the max amount of power. So I'm gonna have very long continuous stream of firepower coming from that. And somebody's stuck. Okay, so remember that scout that they mentioned in the briefing?
I've spotted
Well,
Cybrid units, sir.
he has a plasma cannon and 2 autocannons equipped. That's a problem
I've spotted
because,
Cybrid units, sir.
like I mentioned in the first episode, that's gonna mess with our salvage since he's gonna go around blowing everything up. So, what I'm going to do is
Waypoint
take care of everything.
reached.
See what I mean? Like, as he demoed the plasma cannon for us. Just
Watch
shave
what
it
you're
off.
shooting at.
And my squad mates are not very happy with me for doing that, but it's okay. I don't care what they think. All I care about is the salvage. Okay, so we're pretty much defending this thing. So if the Cybrid destroy it, we're fucked. I usually like to watch him like get torn apart by the Cybrids. Like, why is this guy running away? Why are you shooting at me for, man?
Engaging
Come on,
target.
that guy's
I'm on
inside
the
the
way.
flux on.
I'm on him.
And he's shooting at me. What did I, like, literally what did I do to you? Okay, that's good. Good kill. Why don't you guys fire at will?
Already got you covered.
Oh, well, he got his ass kicked. That's for blowing up the first guy.
I'm on him. I heard you the
You guys
first
finish
time.
him off.
I'm on the way.
I'll go finish
I
this
heard
guy
you the
off.
first time.
I
Engaging
think
target.
if you run off far enough in this mission to the north, I think you can get the 3 Diablos to show up. I don't remember exactly where. Ooh, I reacted way too late to get that guy. Though I think in general, if you run too far off in one direction in most maps, you're gonna trigger the 3 Diablos. Where'd he go? Oh, here he is.
Enemy target disabled.
So what I was trying to do was I was trying to disable him and get hope for a mission complete while he was falling
Active
down.
radar mode.
Because if you notice, when enemy
Mission
Earths fall
successful.
down, they take damage as they hit the ground. But I think if you take them out before they hit the ground, like, you know, when their Earth is still intact, you actually get a little more salvage that way, I think. Okay, we got our Samson ready, but at the same time our Razor is ready. Aircraft. So normally I would do 2 plasma cannon, 2 auto cannon, and 2 missiles on this. But we're gonna do something a little different than what most people do. So what I normally do when I use missiles, I use the anti-radiation missiles. These require your enemies to have active radar running. So the minute you fire these at an enemy and it hits them, they turn off the radar to counter you. But the thing with that is, because their radars are off, if they're using missiles, they can't fire their missiles at you anymore. So you're pretty much removing like a couple of weapons from the equation. So if anything, I use missiles more for their utility than for their firepower. Okay, so we have nothing to equip on our Samson. Well, first of all, we can scrap this outlaw. Now we don't need this anymore. So I'm gonna take these weapons off. So one thing to note is when you're scrapping your Earths for salvage, be very careful. Because if their weapons are still on, the game will also scrap the weapons, but you don't get like the salvage associated with the weapons. It just straight up deletes them. So you gotta be careful there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and build another Samson. That's gonna be for guy Sanchez here to use. Now, let's go on to the next mission.
This is a standard patrol mission. Visit each waypoint and destroy any cybrids you encounter.
Okay, so this will be the first test flight of our prototype Razor Air Skimmer. The eggheads tell me it is a hybrid aircraft incorporating ground effect and vector thrust technology. I really don't know what any of that means, but I do know we've been getting our butts kicked by cyber air power. Now it's time for a little payback. This is a simple patrol mission. Your orders are to scout the area and report any cyber activity you discover. Identify all cyber units you encounter. You are cleared to engage the enemy, but do not take any risks with the prototype. You are replaceable, the Razor isn't. Alright. So basically in this mission, you really don't have to kill everything. All you have to do is just fly around your waypoints and go back home. That's literally all you have to do in this mission. Now, of course, most people would go ahead and try to kill everything because, you know, it's obviously fun to like go ahead and kill everything. Now, there's one little problem with that, and you guys will see why once we start the mission. But I'm only going to equip the missiles. I'm not going to be equipping any of this. I'll explain momentarily. Let's get in mission. Okay, so this is the Razor. It's flying around now. Hold the I key to increase your speed. Hold the M key to decrease it. It took me longer than I'd like to admit to figure that out. Okay, so we got 3 Hercs coming at us, but I'm not going to do anything about them, so I'm just going to fly right above them. Now, this mission is good salvage potential mission if you're really, and I mean really patient. What I would do if I were going to do it is put 2 particle beams on the Razor and take those guys out. You would pretty much have to, I'll show you pretty much what you have to do. You'll fly in, hit them, fly away, rinse and repeat until everything's dead. You're pretty much playing like one of those land skimmers that we've been fighting. Now, it doesn't require that much patience, I guess, but I'm really lazy. Okay, so let me show you why I don't like killing everything in this mission. And that's exactly why.
Waypoint reached.
Those 3 things are pit bulls. They are cybered heavy Hercs. they're the heaviest that the Cyberds have. They take absolutely forever to kill. Now, you can potentially get quite a bit of salvage from this mission by disabling these guys, but they have ridiculous amounts of armor. So what I normally do is, I don't have the patience for this, I just go ahead and abort the mission.
Your performance left a lot to be desired that time, soldier.
Here's the thing that I like about this game. So if you fail a mission, you don't fail the game. You fail too many missions in a row though, then you fail. Then your game is over. But if you fail like one mission, it's fine. But like there are usually consequences to failing missions, and you'll see in the next mission what the consequences could potentially be. So first of all, I'm gonna switch back into the Samson for the next mission. Okay, so problem, we don't have enough autocannons. What I'm going to do is borrow some weapons from my squad mates. Okay, so autocannon. And I'll just put a light autocannon onto the middle slot here. And I normally like to run as many autocannons as I can. One to two energy weapons, and if I want, I can either do lasers up here or I can do missiles, depending on what I'm fighting. If I know I'm going to get a lot of heavy stuff with missiles, maybe I'll go ahead and take a missile rack with me, but normally on the Samson, I'll go ahead and take two lasers. Okay, and let's just make sure they're all at 100%, because sometimes, so you can salvage weapons from the Cyberds as well, but they're usually going to come back damaged, and that's why you want to come back and double check and make sure everything's fixed. Okay, let's go on and see the next mission.
We have a man down in this sector. Your team is riding shotgun on the rescue op.
Alright, so one of our patrols was ambushed while field testing our new 75mm autocannon by an inbound cyber assault force. The squad took heavy casualties and only the leader survived, but his Herc was disabled in the fighting. Thinking the entire squad was dead, the Cyberds continued on with the attack and wiped out our research facility. It's a sure bet they picked up our pilot's distress signal and will soon be moving in to finish him off. We can't let this happen. The only remaining autocannon 75 prototype is mounted on his Herc. Without a working example, we will have to go back to the drawing board and production will be delayed indefinitely. Your mission is to provide cover for the rescue operation and protect our man until help arrives. Good luck. Alright, the autocannon 75mm. It's one of my favorite weapons in the game because it's pretty much what we're using here, but it's slightly stronger. But the cost is that there's going to be fewer rounds of ammunition, and the range is going to be slightly shorter, but it's worth the trade-off in my opinion. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I don't know if you heard that, but the minute we started our mission, the drop pod spawned in the mission. So this is what I'm talking about. This is what I was talking about the potential consequences. So because you didn't successfully scat out that force, because you failed the previous mission, those pit bulls, I guess like HQ didn't know about them or something. So there was no way for us to take them out or something like that. And now they were just free this entire time and it's all their fault, basically. That to me is irrelevant because what people see as a threat in the pit bulls, I see as salvage potential. And pit bulls, oh. Okay, that guy landed way too close. Way too close.
Target destroyed.
For some reason in this mission, so it spawns those 3 pit bulls, but the difference is one of them is always going to be dead. I don't know if that'll count towards your salvage count, but I'll take the potential salvage. Now pit bulls, you see that they're heavy herds, give a boatload of salvage ammo. And this guy, you want to be really careful. This little pit bulls, they can literally kill on elite difficulty, kill you in like 2 to 3 shots. But as long as you do what I just did and just run straight up to him, they can't fire at you because they have a minimum range. Now, luckily, as far as I'm concerned, that's the only reason people in the first
Enemy
guys,
target
they
disabled.
can't show up. Like I can assure you, they can show up more than once. When they do show up, it's a little scary because they can again literally kill you. Who just took a shot at me? It was one of those planes. But yeah, they can literally kill you in like 2 or 3 shots, even if you push your shields all the way to the front. So you see how, I don't think I ever mentioned how you can adjust your shields, which is kind of cool. So if I adjust like this, my front will have double shield capacity, but the cost of that is I have no shielding at the back, if I so desire. Okay, so I think they, I got this guy.
Shields critical. Enemy target destroyed.
Yeah, for pit bulls, I normally prefer to
Waypoint
run up to them
reached.
and then start shooting them. That way they have no time to retaliate, and I can get an easy kill. But this guy was oh geez, he took off. Hopefully that wasn't the auto cannon 75 that he took off. But I don't think that matters because I think in this game the important thing is the pilot survives. So even if he has all the weapons blown up, I think it still counts that as a success, but let's not take any chances. Okay, I don't think we have to shoot these planes down in order to win the mission. I think those 3 outlaws that are on the way, they just gotta make it here. And there should, and as long as there's nobody in the area, it should be a mission success. Yeah, if I had a particle beam, I can take these guys out pretty easily. Nope.
Enemy target
That was almost
destroyed.
sad. Cool. You see how much easier it is to take those planes out with the lasers versus the autocannons because the lasers are hit scan. Okay, so once they stop, it should be a mission success.
Excellent ops, soldier. I wish we had more pilots like you.
Notice how we pretty much got 200 tons of salvage from that mission. Now, if I had the patience in the last mission to like kill everything and get all that salvage, I would have probably like, let me see, around 500, I would say like 400 or 500 tons of salvage right now, but I honestly don't have the patience. Like this is good, for me this is good enough. So now we have 2 Samsons. Optimally, I would like to have like 4 Samsons because I feel like the Samson is, well, the Colossus, it sucks. Apocalypse is a pretty good Herc as well. But I just like the Samson because you don't have to waste any of its hard points on missiles. But I just like to have a little variety in my squad. So I normally like to run 2 Samson, 2 Colossus, or 2 Samson, 2 Apocalypse to start the game. The Colossus sucks because 3 of its hard points are restricted to missiles versus the Apocalypse, which has 2. And on top of that, the Colossus is the slowest Herc in the game. But the Colossus does look pretty cool, though. I normally, whenever I build it, it's just for shits and giggles, honestly, because I just think it looks cool. Like, it costs 200 tons of salvage. The Apocalypse costs 190, but is an overall better Herc. It's slightly faster than the Colossus as well. But it just looks cool, so let's go with the Colossus this time. Okay, and we're going to not build any weapons yet because now we're only down to 85 tons of salvage. So I'm gonna build up a little more salvage before I start making any. You know what? Let's build 2 to start off with. Let's build 2. So we've allocated 40 tons of salvage to make 2 weapons, which will be ready in the when we finish the next mission. Okay, so I think that's a good place to stop. I'll see you guys around for next time for more Earthsiege 2. Bye-bye.